Hey out there, just checking in again. Prophet Frederick here. So if you can imagine, it's hard to imagine. And we talked about, like I said, there's not much new to explain because it's all simple. But in order for us to have it burned in us to where we actually do what we're supposed to do is bring in the harvest. There's hardly any laborers out in the field. They're all just sitting watching television or going to a building that they call church. So if we are the church, everything's backwards because they go to a building and they say we are in the church. No, Jesus in you, he in you makes you the church, which is really means ecclesia. So as we're doing away with the devils, like in the Gadarenes, the devil said, "Are you going to do away with us before our time?" Okay, so they knew it wasn't their time, but now it is their time. We talked about this last year. It is their time. It's the time to lock up the devil for 1,000 year reign on the earth as in heaven. So the kingdom comes, the will be done. So it would change the atmosphere. It'll change the countenance of the people. Like I said, like Pentecost, they glow in the day and glow in the dark. So everything is going to change in this time, in this season, this last 7 year period, which is spiritually started now. The last 7 year period, because we're already 3 7s, like I said, and 4 is a foundation. The foundation of the kingdom come, the will be done on earth as in heaven. So, and I told you spiritual numbers, probably shouldn't say it that way, but spiritual number 7 means spiritual completion, and also really means spiritual maturity. So as God's people are going to be maturing quickly, which they already are. So the next couple months, you'll see the backfire of the enemy to where the back burn. What you sow, so shall you reap. So if you've been praying and sowing good, godly into the people, you will reap much benefits. And we don't do it for that reason, but we will sow much benefits. I mean, we will reap much benefits from our sowing. So, and the enemy, the liars, are going to get some backburn here. Some, we don't know exactly how it's coming down, but it'll be obvious in a couple more months or so. What we got, September, October. Just finished August, September, October. So the latter part of the year, Thanksgiving. Just think of this time now as Thanksgiving. Break bread, share a meal, be the friends of God. Yeah, excuse me. I don't think I drink enough water today. Break bread, be the friends of God. And like I said, ground zero is going to be the restaurants. There's certain restaurants in certain areas of town that will start flourishing first with the people. It'll be like a Pentecostal celebration of eating and drinking and sharing the Lord. 12:11. We win by the word of our testimony and by the blood of the Lamb. So then it'll start manifesting all over the place. And it might be slower in some places, but we know a lot of places are deemed as ground zero for the outpouring of God's Spirit. And they've already been warmed up. They're already ready. I tried to talk to a lot of restaurant owners and managers in the last few years, but they just couldn't. They just couldn't enter in because they were too worried about their bottom line, their finances, and all this stuff. Like the cart before the horse. Do I look good enough? Do I smell good enough? Did I shave? A lot of times Jesus say, "Don't even comb your hair." Just start a video. Don't even comb your hair, because we are human. Okay, we're not all preened and cleaned and like I said, all dressed up and got a bow tie and whatever on. So so we're in this major shift, a paradigm shift of everything. Talking about massive healings. Some people would have to dip in the Jordan 3 times, which doesn't mean dip in Jordan 3 times, but they'll have to get somewhat of their healing in the natural in order to get the rest of it in the spiritual. And some of it get it all in the spiritual or mostly in the spiritual and some of it in the natural world. So as big pharma's going down, the drug dealers, snake oil salesmen goes down, all of the medical industry will have to shift over and give up their knives. Okay, so and then I told you a lot of jobs that exist now will not exist in future. Some of them are just marketing employees, but they'll need organizational people. So organizational skills, practical skills. The blue collar workers will come up into position and help many because as everything shifts over, we'll need many practical people that aren't all, what do you call it? They're not. So what's happened in the most part is the people in high places were greedy and mean and whatever and liars. So they'll all be falling down, be thrown overboard like Jonah, thrown overboard. But I don't think they won't be swallowed up in no fish and saved. they'll have to they'll have to go down. So good and bad, but it's all God. So God's gonna lift you up and put you in position. So just be ready, keep on keeping on, because you'll start seeing things in the natural, which I talked about. We talked about everything going on in the spiritual last few years, but now it's starting to start manifesting in the natural realm. Um, mainly October, November-ish. I'm going to be more noticeable. And then as time goes on, it'll be most notable that these liars, so as you sow, so shall you reap. So we want you to be on the God side, the sowing the good seed and reaping the blessings of family. Because Jesus purchased you, he purchased the whole world, but a lot won't receive him. So in this time, we need to be ready to share much of the revelation, which we already have. So that's why it has to be repeated to where you can speak it out without even thinking about it, because we talked about so many times, Jesus has spoke so many times to where it should be first nature to repeat and actually receive it and understand it in order to give it away, because you can't give away what you don't have. So the church, which is not his church, the church can't give away Jesus because they don't have Jesus. They don't have a personal relationship. Only his people, his church. I'm talking possessive, his, God's, okay? Not the church, the churchy business stuff. So just to be ready. And we'll keep talking about this. So I'll keep you posted as we go out to these restaurants, and sometime next few months we'll start videotaping the Pentecostal moments in the restaurants to where we're all sitting there breaking bread. Not a one-man show, never was meant to be. Jesus purchased all the souls they're on if they will receive them. And we're holding back the harvest by doing things backwards. Okay? So think about it, pray about it. God bless you. We'll check in again.